gonna supercharge through how to build your TikTok shop. So I'm gonna make it super quick, guys, and super fast. So there's a couple of steps. Step number one, you need to find a viral product. Step number two, you need to get that viral product from a supplier. Step number three, you need to ship it to TikTok shop. Step number four, you need to market it on a TikTok shop, and so this way it hits the GMV max metric. And step number five, you also simultaneously want to give out instructions to your UGC creators to start promoting your products. So think of it as many different many different steps as you're building your feudal kingdom. So there's pre-launch phase, there's a launch phase, and post-launch phase. Throughout every one of those phases, there's going to be also all sorts of struggles, trials, triumphs, and tribulations that you're going to be going through. And of course, in order for you to fully uh, get a good grasp of all of those different types of um, phases, what we do, we help you build those special skills that will allow you to tackle all of those challenges that you can discover in those phases, such as finding the viral product on TikTok Shop and finding a supplier or leveraging our suppliers, finding a way for you to differentiate your product, finding a way for you to promote your content regularly across many different social platforms, and finding ways to stand out from the competition in a way that is it's not really like in a way that just gonna make it super easy for you to do so consistently. So of course, guys, this is the biggest problem that I see many moms over 40 they run into this problem, the problem of not being able to execute this consistently. And the best way to tackle this is with prescriptive recommendations directly integratable with your AI content driven automations that drive your need. So, and hello guys, thank you for joining. My name is Rome Wells. I figured I'd just go ahead and give you guys some tea. You could drink it, you could use it as much as you like, and yeah, and you get smarter, stronger, and faster in building your luxury pet brand. I'm so cooked. I'm coming back from the city right now. I was supposed to go to sauna, but I guess it didn't work out. I ended up going to a different office instead. But yeah, guys, sometimes people ask me, well, and I get it, guys. I understand that you are struggling, you are being overwhelmed, and I understand this. What we did for luxury pet moms over 40 in Digital Sis, what we did, we made it easy for you to understand how to build your TikTok shop, drop shipping empire, your feudal kingdom. So this way you don't experience so much stress. You do it one step at a time. You get guidance, encouragement, accountability, and support. And of course, guys, we understand that this is not something that could be just done in like in a one shot. We understand that you're going to be going back and forth, figuring out which product to find, how to differentiate it, how to find suppliers from China, how to get everything delivered to TikTok shop, how to do so in combination with testing things out on eBay and Amazon, and there's so many different things, guys. But my goal is really not to kind of try to teach you anything, because the train for that already left. It's almost impossible for me to teach you. But what I do instead is I instruct my feudal hustlers to operationalize some of those workflows that work and produce results. And yeah, and we cook those workflows in the form of automations. It's called Freedom Fusion automations, and we hand them off to you guys on the platter. So this way you simply go through them, and the automations have all sorts of crazy things inside of there, ranging from ASMR elements, AI avatars, pretty much everything to keep you going. So this way you don't run out of steam. And it's a beautiful thing once you kind of understand all the all the pieces, but it's almost impossible to do so consistently unless you have operationalized workflows from the gurus on TikTok who already cracked the code, who already know how it works. What we do, we try not to crack the code. We just snipe them and operationalize that code directly inside of Freedom Fusion automations. And think of it, those automations as kind of like workflows that you just run consistently on your iPhone on the go. And you know it helps you build your brand. It's one of those things where you don't really need to overthink. You just press a button and it just kind of guides you. The cool part about it, you could get that consistency that you guys are looking for. And with consistency comes results. And a lot of people say, hey, you need to be consistent, you need to have clarity. But it's very hard. It's very hard for moms over 40 to maintain consistency, to have any kind of clarity. Many of them get so overwhelmed, and they just don't get the support, encouragement, and accountability to go on. They just kind of give up. And I noticed that. This was a common trend. And heck, I mean, some of you already seen more than thousands of videos over here that I created. Question is like, how do I keep going? How come I didn't give up? What drives my what drives me like moving forward, guys? And this is a very like interesting feeling. You get that feeling when you start solving problems, when you start being creative, and once you discover like the feudal kingdom that you want to build, it's just going to be smooth sailing afterwards, guys. It's going to be so easy for you to kind of get back to that very same comfort zone that you yourself end up creating as you grow in your empire, as you grow in that feudal kingdom. It just becomes natural for you. This is why, of course, I always tell people, go ahead and develop a niche. Don't be scared. Jump into this niche, and just focus on the entire life cycle. Of course, there's going to be many steps. There's going to be pre-phase, like pre-launch, launch, post-launch phase. Of course, you're going to need to get other people to promote you, and of course, there's going to be time periods where you're going to feel down. Of course, there's going to be time periods where your brand is going to feel like it's completely invisible. And of course, you're going to struggle. And of course, you're going to be doubting yourself multiple times. And to solve that problem, we created AI content-driven automations with AI avatar that prescribes to you all sorts of steps that you need to follow. It understands when you're smiling, when you're doing some sort of thumbs up, thumbs down, any kind of gestures. It talks to you like a real, almost like a real human, but at the same type of low latency speed as like of course you guys already heard of Gemini Live API, and how great it is in terms of the speed. So some of those latest innovations we integrate directly in our Freedom Fusion automations, so this way you could have the latest and the greatest technology. So this way, as you iterating through your journey through those steps inside of each automation, you're getting a friendly AI avatar that is communicating with you, that is guiding you, that is prescribing you what to do, that is understanding how you smile, understanding your mood. And guys, this is very important. If you're struggling to produce any kind of results, then you definitely need a mental support. And that mental support will come from my cloned version of me, directly in AI avatar, who will be communicating with you just like the way you hear me communicating with you, but on your phone, on your iPhone. And you're gonna have so much bliss within you. You're gonna discover that transcendence, that feeling, that incredible feeling that keeps you going. A lot of people don't discover that. They just kind of give up halfway, and of course it's a horrible thing to give up halfway, guys. So what we try to do, we try to make it super easy for you to find your path, discover your future you. And we notice that a lot of moms over 40, they just never discover their future you. They kind of get stuck in the same paralysis analysis, and kind of overanalyze too much, and never take any actions, never take risk, never end up buying 1,000 units of luxury pet brush to resell on TikTok shop. And yeah, and it becomes unfortunate, and because many years down the road you're going to be like, oh, it could have been me. I could have opened up my TikTok shop, and I could have had all those UGC creators helping me make money. I didn't do it. I was scared. I didn't pull the trigger. But I listened to Ron Wells. I came to Ron Wells' channel, and I was mesmerized by all this content and activities and workflows, and I just wanted to do something for myself. I wanted to have my own piece of feudal land, my own feudal kingdom to take care of, and get other people to cultivate. And by the time when you realize that you could have done all of that but you didn't, you end up kind of having that guilt happening within you, because you could have created a good life for yourself. You could have had better vacations, more time for your pets, cats, and dogs, pets, cats, kids, and dogs. You could have done it all, but you never took risk. You never joined Ron Wells TikTok Shop free community, TikTok Shop Dropshipping 101 community in a free course. And yeah, and of course, guys, that becomes a problem. That becomes a problem when you don't take risk. So if you guys want to learn how to take risks, jump into my community, and I will help you guys out. I will help you out. I do have feudal hustlers on standby who would be ready to prescribe all sorts of pills of freedom for you, so this way you could start taking actions. Available directly in our Freedom Fusion Flip workshops, where you get to learn how to build your feudal kingdom and either keep it or flip it. DM the word PATH on my Insta if you would like to get access to our Freedom Fusion Flip workshops for luxury bougie boss moms over 40 and digital sis seeking to discover freedom sooner than later. Because by the time you wake up and smell the roses, it's gonna be too late. Of my well, luckily, right next to my garage. So yeah, and last time it actually fell down on top of my neighbor's house, and I was like, I was horrified when that happened, and I ended up kind of removing the branch and everything. I should probably cut off all those branches. It's too risky. Or maybe I should insure this tree. Did you guys know you could insure the tree? How crazy is that? Look at that little dog over there. uh, Sometimes I gotta hide in my car because, I mean, it can be a little scary when you have a little neighbor's dog. Sometimes it just runs on, runs after you. At some point I was running into a problem with dogs taking a poop in front of my front yard, and I was thinking about, like, okay, how can I solve this problem? So I came up with a very interesting solution where you basically take a feed from ring door ring bell, and basically run it through AI to recognize when a dog takes a poop, and then speaks back to the person on the other side and tells them to clean up their poop. um, that was a little crazy. This one was a little wild. But anyway, guys, look, if you want to learn how to build your luxury pet store and get your TikTok shop running, we do offer opportunity for you to learn and earn. So where you get to build your feudal kingdom, you get a bunch of products that you're gonna resell for us, for our talent agency, and you get to promote those products, those luxury pet products. And of course, as you can see, it's getting colder. Any kind of products, pet products, could be good to sell. Like, look at this dog's jacket, right? Imagine you selling that dog's jacket. Well, how would that work? Well, guys, here's how. You squabble up together with us. And I think the dog is barking. So you squabble up together with us. You get a bunch of videos that you're going to be working on to spice up. You spice them up and you blast them across socials. If somebody buys this product, you make some commission. Easy as that. So that's good. That could be one way for you to get in and learn and earn. Now, that's pretty cool. I mean, you learn how to create content. You use all of those Freedom Fusion automations in the process to build Sora 2 videos and all sorts of other things. And of course, guys, that could be a good way. Anyway, there's other ways of you joining our free course and yeah, and discovering freedom faster. I'll see you next time. Take care.